I wanna do it all with you by my side. If you're in, meet me here tonight. Be brave and come along, I'll be your ride. Promise we don't need no brake lights. We can travel the world, so just...
Good morning. Day 144 on the Appalachian Trail. Got an early start today. Left the river there around 6:30 in the morning. It was a beautiful morning there on the river. It's humid, but I slept really well last night. Love the sound of that river all night long. Today's plan is to do just over 14 miles. I think it's called Minerva or something like that shelter. And there's some tenting sites there, and my plan is to tent. The forecast as of last night was calling for some rain tonight and some possible thunder showers, but I'll take a look at the shelter when I get there. But it's described as an older shelter, and something about a porcupine living there and coming in at night and chewing on the bunks. So we'll see. But yeah, that's about it. Gonna keep pushing north. Thanks for watching, everybody. I've been loving this walk this morning up the trail along this brook. So peaceful. It's a shorter day today because I pushed 2 more extra miles yesterday past the Lost Pond shelter to the river where I camped. So today would have been a 16 and change. I'm just gonna slow my roll, take a good lunch break. I'm also tempted to see what time it is when I get there and maybe push beyond it a little bit. But I'll make that decision when I get there. Hardcore just passed me. He's a retired police officer from a small department outside Buffalo, New York. He didn't say the name of it, but this is Little Pond, I believe. Just took a 20 or so minute break at a place called the Rock Garden, which is no longer. It used to be a place where there were a bunch of cairns, rocks stacked on one another, hundreds of them. I was aware that sometime in the last few years somebody came through and destroyed it, knocked them all over. It's pretty dispersed. I didn't even bother filming it. But I had a nice protein shake there. Finally had some cell service. Cell service has been kind of sketchy, which I remember is the case in Vermont a lot. But I had cell service, so I got some texts out and responded to a couple texts because I had no service yesterday afternoon or all night last night. Looks like I got a big descent here. Getting ready to cross Vermont Route 140. I had a request from a viewer, a family member. She said, please film both directions before you cross a road so that we know you're looking. So there you go. You're welcome, Don. The woods are so much different since crossing 140. I got a good climb and then down to the shelter I'm actually staying at. It's actually less than 4 miles. It's only 1:15. So, I mean, I've been slow rolling it, but we'll see what time I get there. If it's too early, I got to double check the mileage, but I think it's 3 more miles to the Clarendon Gorge shelter. We'll see. It's very humid today. I'll make a decision. It's been a big climb. It's not over yet, but almost. I'll put a picture in picture. But at least the trail was smooth. I mean, it wasn't rocky. So we just have to keep grinding it out. So we went up and over that mountain. Now it's like 0.5 to the shelter. That I was scheduled to stay at. I think I'm going to stay there, to be honest with you. Trying to make an effort to take care of myself, and I don't need to push another 3 miles. I've got a schedule for tomorrow and the day after. I don't need to do it. So I'm going to check it out when I get there, check the shelter out, check out the camp, tent sites. And even though it's only 2:30, who cares? Got my miles done for the day. Make myself an early dinner. Got some snacks I still need to eat from earlier today. Edit some video. That's what I'm leaning towards. Just want to make sure I don't make the wrong turn here. I know I go down here. Just want to make sure I don't miss the shelter. I'm thinking this is going to be home. There was an old shelter that used to be here, and I guess it burned down a couple times. Don't have any details, but so they built a new one a number of years ago. It's down to the right, up a little bit. This is nice and level right here. There's a privy back there. I think it's still operable. And then straight across from me, there's a trail that goes down to some water. It is going to rain, I think, tonight. You can just see already. But that shelter's in rough shape. I was just talking to a couple people that are spending the night up there. I'll do a video up there, but the porcupine's been eating it, and there's comets and far out there. It's filled with mice. So, I mean, I've got some tree cover here. Most importantly, I don't see any widowmakers. So yeah, I think I'm gonna set up here. I'm at mile marker 1688.9. Just over a 14-mile day today. Did feel a little guilty about stopping early, but I think it's just because I haven't. I'm always seem to be like pushing a little bit, and I don't need to, so feels good. Had dinner. Did a good job setting my tent up. Who knows if it's gonna rain or not. I can't get service to check, and maybe I'll jump on the satellite and try to text Sarah and see what she sees for the weather here tonight. But tired, fatigued, which is another reason that I needed to stop. It was very hot today. It was hot and humid. But I'm staying at where the old shelter used to be. Apparently, there's an ATV trail below me. It doesn't look like it's been used in a while, but apparently vandals would burn the shelter that would originally was here, so they moved it up about 125 yards. And so I'm on a nice level ground where the shelter used to be, and then my own private privy like 40 yards behind me, and the water source is 75 yards down in front of me, and it's perfect. What else could an AT through hiker ask for? That's it, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the morning. Good night.